Hey guys, Mystic here. So today we're going to talk about currencies. Now, this should be a pretty quick video, but I did want to give you a little bit of an overview about the currencies that are in this game, because there's a few. Now, when you're in your game and you're looking at your interface, the lower right-hand corner, you see this kind of like a C symbol, right? So basically, I just want to mouse over this and click on this. Now you see here we have your alternate currencies. You see we have renown and elder gems and glory and triploons and prestige and omnibits and crafting vouchers and service tokens, fortune coins, promissory notes, and character boost tokens. Wow, that is quite the number of currencies, isn't it? So here's what we need to do. Well, here's what we really need to focus on. Okay, and while there are a lot, right, some of these are actually meaningful for you as you're leveling up. All right, now here's what's important. Clearly, as you're playing the game, you're going to pick up gold. You're going to pick up, enough to get what's called a platinum, which is 100 gold, right? That turns into one plat. One plat, just basically plat is like the top level currency of the in-game gold or in-game currency that you can get from actually playing the game, right? And you'll use your gold plat to actually buy things from the auction house, to repair with the vendors, to actually even selling cred, which is game time for being a signature client. Now, let's talk about one that's really important as you're leveling up, and that's called Omnibits. You see here 248. You see that right here? This little symbol here is an Omnibit, and it's also represented right here in this row within this list of currencies. Now, why is Omnibits important, or why am I even bringing this to your attention? Well, here's why. As you play this game, you will at random times, killing a mob, turning in a quest, completing one of your path missions, you basically will generate 2 Omnibits. So, the reason why this is important, and I want to point this out to you, is that Omnibits are used to interact or purchase things from the in-game store. So, again, this is a free-to-play game. You can actually go to the in-game store, and any item that you see here, you'll always notice that there are 2 currencies for the most part listed. Some items are very special and will only accept one form of currency. For example, Protobucks right here. So what you don't see in this currency list here, right, is you don't see your Protobucks listed. Okay, so back to this. This is the store. You'll see costumes, signature items, bundles, right? Some basically will have Omnibits sometimes, or not. But here's the thing, right? Omnibits, as you're playing the game, you're going to accumulate these. You can use these Omnibits to buy things from the store where they accept Omnibits. So, for example, I have 248 right now. I could buy something that's worth 248 or less in terms of Omnibits, and I can have it for my character. So again, I can buy something from the store without actually spending any real hard currency to generate in-game currency. I can just buy things as I play this game. And the more alts you make, the more leveling you do, the more contracts you do, more bonus content you do, all that's going to produce for you is Omnibits. Now, there is one difference here. Omnibit generation actually occurs much, so let's say you get 50% more Omnibit generation. Is it 50 or 100? 1 or 2 for being a signature customer. So if you ever want to know what do you get for actually subscribing to WildStar, this will basically give you the breakdown comparison, right? So you'll see here, let's see, 3 Omnibits per drop and 360 weekly cap. So here's what we have. We're going to get 1 Omnibit per drop. Well, technically, that's not true. We're actually generating 2 Omnibits per drop. Weekly cap is 120. You see it's tripled, right, for being a signature customer. So there are some benefits to being signature, besides the fact you're helping Carbine kind of contribute to their overall player base who is paying for the game. You're also able to give yourself, a bonus on challenge rewards. You can basically earn additional currency times 25%. You'll get your cooldown is reduced by 50%. So you'll earn 25 additional experience points overall as you're leveling. So things to think about. But nonetheless, that's the signature thing. I think it's $14.99 per month. And basically, you can just look at it and kind of scroll back out of this, escape from that. There we go. So basically, you can kind of click on this. I'm using Steam, so basically, it just brings me right to my Steam interface and brings me to that checkout. You can also just do it on Carbine's website to actually subscribe. But nonetheless, so Omnibits is really important because they'll allow you to buy things from the store merely by just playing this game. So that's a very awesome perk for being in. For being a free-to-play game, actually having that capability. Okay, so that's one thing that I wanted to call your attention to. The other thing was this for the store is the Protobucks. Protobucks is actually the exchange of real dollars to in-game currency, and those are Protobucks here. And you buy them in a series of packs, right? So you can buy like 500, 1,000. I think like 10,000 is like $100 or something. So they go really extreme, and they can be pretty small in the units that you can actually purchase. So that's one way of interacting with the store. Now, there are other currencies, right? For example, Elder Gems. Right? These are used with an Elder Gem vendor to buy particular items. All these currencies have a corresponding vendor that you can interact with to actually buy and procure things from. The last currency that's here of interest is these fortune coins. Now, fortune coins are a little bit more unique in the fact that if you look at your interface here, down in the lower left corner, there is this Madame Faye's Fortunes. If you click on this, you're basically going to be brought to this interface. Madame Faye, a gypsy lop, apparently. So basically what you do is you can buy with your Omnibits. Let me show you here. So if we go back here, we go to the store, we look at keys and currencies. You see here we have fortune coins. You can't buy it with Omnibits. My apologies. You can buy it with Protobucks. See, there's one here, 80. You can buy a different 3-pack for $2.30, a 9-pack for $6.30, and a 27-pack for $18.30. Wow, that really went up there. Now, the thing with Madame Faye is that when you click on her, you enter this interface, you'll see here that there's this bar here that you basically fill up as you take your fortune coin. It'll through animation or in an animated way, we'll insert it into here and it'll spit out some items. Now, you see here where it says this bar fills a bit each time you open a fortune chest. When full, your next fortune chest will have a guaranteed reward of purple quality or better. So that's another way that you can actually acquire purple level gear is through Madame Faye. So if you're interested in doing that, that's another currency that you basically can use and try your hand at. Another one is Prestige. That's primarily for like your PvP stuff. You see here, if you mouse over it too, it talks about triploons. This is for Red Moon Terror. This is what you can use to purchase the Red Moon Terror raid gear, right? Glory, same thing here. You get it for doing prime dungeons and raids. Elder Gems. So everybody has a corresponding vendor, but primarily what you want to focus on as you're leveling up is the gold that you get. You may even hit a plat as you're moving through this, and the Omnibits. Omnibits, you can go in the store and you can actually purchase items in the store with those Omnibits. Now, what's important about this is, see, there's this section here called Unlocks. And you see here we have this. This is where you can see the character boost to 50. You get a bundle which gives you like 10 amp points, 7 ability tiers. But you see it's way more expensive, right? Or you just have the regular character boost token. You also see here, this is how you can unlock your Chua Warrior or your Orin Engineer. And also here you can get your expert riding license, or you can get your Procure Genesis key. Now this is important for people who want to raid. If you're in a hurry to get your attunement done for raiding, well, remember, as you're playing the game, you will easily clear 395 Omnibits. So when you hit 50, right, there's a few ways to get attuned. You can do the attunement process. You can join a guild that has several of these keys available to hand out to new recruits to get them attuned to raid, or you can use your Omnibits to actually purchase a Procure Genesis key, and then you're unlocked, ready to go for raiding. So that's a whole other story on attunements, but that's why it's important to understand Omnibits and how they're used, how they're generated, and what you can actually do with them. So that's currencies at a very high level. Again, this is just for your leveling experience. Your gold, yours turns into your plat. Other currency is Omnibits. That's pretty much what you want to look at. Elder Gems, not going to be worrying about till you get to level 50. Glory, same thing. Tripoons, same thing. Prestige, yeah, if you do some PvP stuff, fine, you'll get some prestige. Crafting vouchers, yeah, you can use that to buy crafting materials and gear. Service tokens, if you watch the video on a Primal Matrix, service tokens are basically used to do a few things. One is to, if you talk to a vendor that can actually change your look, you'll use service tokens to purchase that unlock, right? If you want to convert your essences from crimson to violet, right? Whatever that conversion number that you're looking to do will correspondingly cost you a number of service tokens. Service tokens can be acquired by basically going to the store, looking at the actual currencies. See here's service tokens here, and you see it actually can be acquired with Omnibits. And you see there's 3 different levels. There's a 30 pack, there's a, what is this one, 140, and there's actually a 300 pack. So again, you can actually get and procure these service tokens by just using your Omnibits from playing in game, and then you can use them to actually, image or reimagine your character's look through the through a particular vendor. You can use them to unlock your, or you can use them to convert your essences, or lastly, I think you can also use them to unlock your other paths from our path video. This is how you would unlock, say, I'm a scientist, but if I want to become a settler, I would unlock settler, and you see here, the price is 60 service tokens. So I need to purchase an additional 30. Again, I can purchase that with Omnibits and have enough to actually unlock that. So that's how you unlock your additional paths, is through service tokens. So that's pretty much it, guys. Gold and plat is your in-game real currency with vendors and repairs and auction house purchases. Omnibits is what you'll use for purchasing things from the store. Protobucks is also what you'll use to purchase things from the store. Omnibits are generated by playing the game and turning in quests. Protobucks is earned by actually converting hard dollars to in-game currency. The other ones you'll focus on is service tokens and fortune coins if you want to try that, and that's pretty much it. That's what you'll be looking at in terms of currency. So I hope this has helped. Again, if you have questions, please leave them in the comments of this video. If you would like to ask me while I'm streaming, by all means stop on by. Again, I am Twitch TV /Mystic813. You can hit me up during my streaming session and ask some questions, and I'll be more than happy to help. Otherwise, guys, that takes care of this currency video. I hope you learned a little bit something about this in-game currency and why there's so many and which ones we really need to focus on right now. And that's pretty much currencies at a very high level. Again, any questions, let me know. Otherwise, guys, I hope you're having fun in WildStar, and I hope to see you in game.